Hello and welcome everyone. Today's video features a preview of the French Tier 9 heavy supercruiser Carnot. The Carnot is based on the designs of a super heavy cruiser that preceded the Dunkerque-class battleships. The Carnot comes armed with 10 305mm guns in 3 turrets. The ship, as described, stands out for her good survivability, nice ballistics and high cruising speed, and she is equipped with a solid selection of consumables, and like other supercruisers in the game, Carnot is designed for long-range combat. Combined with her high speed, Carnot can quickly change flank or take up an advantageous position to attack those broadsides. There are already many other supercruisers from other nations in the game, like the Alaska, the Aegir Kronstadt, just to mention a few, and it looks like the Carnot is going to be the French edition. I must stress that the Carnot is still in testing and subject to change, but it does look like a very nice addition to the game. So let's take a look at the Carnot's upgrades. She comes fully upgraded with modules as it's a premium ship. I've gone with a pretty straightforward build for cruisers at this tier. Main armaments, damage con, aiming systems, steering gears, concealment and main battery mod 3. We'll use these to reference the ship's numbers as we progress. The Carnot does get a choice between defensive AA fire and hydroacoustic search, and in this slot, choice between engine boost, fighter, and spotting aircraft, and access to 4 repair parties. Let's look quickly at the build I'm using. Again, nothing too much out of the ordinary. Grease the gears, gun feeder, priority target, superintendent for those extra charges. I am using the heavy AP skill, adrenaline rush, top grade gunner, and concealment expert. So let's take a look at the Carnot's armor layout. We can see here 4 end plating, lower and upper 25mm, the same at the stern 25mm, superstructure 16, the main deck is 36, this upper strip of casemate armor is 30mm, the main belt extends in 2 sections, above and below the waterline 180mm. The turrets, frontal plate 305, side plating of 270, upper plating of 150, and a rear plating of 270. We just take a little look at the internal armor. You can see there is sloped armor here. The advert chip is 210mm. You can see here the sloped sections of internal armor here, and 210mm at the stern. Survivability wise, the Carnot gets 66,450 hit points, torpedo protection damage reduction of 19%, and this is further reinforced by having 4 repair parties. Let's look at the Carnot's main battery. Carnot gets 10 305mm guns, 2 triple mounted turrets, 1 fore and 1 aft, and 1 quad mounted turret. These 305mm guns have a reload time of 21.1 seconds, 180 degree turning time of 30 seconds, a max dispersion of 193 meters and a max firing range of 19 kilometers. Carnot fires high explosive and armor-piercing rounds. The high explosive shells can inflict a max damage of 4,250. They can penetrate 51 millimeters of armor and have a 25% chance of setting the target on fire, while the armor-piercing rounds can inflict a max damage of 9,135. Shell speed does vary slightly. AP shells have a speed of 870 meters per second, while the high explosive has a shell speed of 905 meters per second. Looking at the Carnot's secondary battery, she gets 2 gun calibers, 8 twin-mounted 100mm guns. They have a 2.7 second reload, firing high explosive rounds that can inflict a max damage of 1400. They can penetrate 17 millimeters of armor and have a max firing range of 8.3 kilometers. Gets 4 twin-mounted 139mm guns, 2 on each side. These have a slower 9-second reload. They can inflict a max damage of 2000, an 8% fire chance, and they can penetrate 23 millimeters of armor with a max firing range of 8.3 kilometers. I must say a base firing range of 8.3 kilometers. Let's take a look at the Carnot's AA defense. Carnot gets 13 single-mounted 20mm guns, mounted mostly on the superstructure, 1 twin-mounted 20mm, and 12 quad-mounted 40mm. The secondary battery, the 8 twin-mounted 100mm, they double up as AA mounts. They pump out a continuous average damage of 335. Vast majority is medium range. Carnot can fire 6 shell explosions per flak salvo with a max damage of 1400 and a max firing range of 5.8 kilometers. Looking at the Carnot's maneuverability, she gets a base speed of 34.5 knots. This can be increased to 36.2. Turning circle of 870 meters and a rudder shift time of 11.5 seconds. And finally, stats-wise, with a full concealment build, including both Captain Skill and Upgrade, Carnot can be detected by enemy ships at 12 kilometers and by enemy aircraft at 8.6 kilometers. I hope you enjoyed this first look at the brand new French supercruiser Carnot. I must again stress the numbers shown in this video are still a work in progress. When the Carnot is in its finished final state, I will do a full review guide with gameplay and update this video with the necessary links. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video. I've got more preview and review videos coming quite soon, so make sure to subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with all things new in World of Warships. You can find some recent videos at the end of the video, and I also stream on Twitch. You can find the link here on screen and in the video description below. Feel free to come on over for some chilled out gameplay, or if you have any questions, I look forward to seeing you all. I'd like to thank you once again all for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more. Take a moment to check out some of my most recent videos and leave a comment below. And until the next time, keep sailing it like you stole it.